This video is to show the important parts of the social media attorneys at law assignment. On the left-hand side here, we have the scenarios. On the right-hand side, we have the social media law guidelines. So for number one, the important parts include that John posted his painting on his Instagram account. And then what happened was that the artist Richard Prince had printed his photograph and changed it slightly. So then if we look over here at the social media law guidelines on the right-hand side, what's important to note is that it says if you post something on social media, other people can do whatever they want with it, including sell it or change it. So keep that in mind when you're telling whether or not you can be John's lawyer and whether or not he was actually the victim of a crime. So then for scenario two, it says that Gina held her phone up to her computer screen and wrote, "I'ma kill you, Anna," on the picture and uploaded it to her Snapchat story. So then as far as the important parts of our social media law guidelines, it does say right here that if you post something that threatens someone's life, you can be arrested by the police, even though the United States Constitution guarantees freedom of speech. So keep that in mind when you're saying whether you can be Gina's lawyer, because she's the one who said that she's going to kill Anna, and she said that it was illegal for the police to get involved. However, keep that in mind that if you post something that threatens someone's life, you can be arrested. For scenario number three, the important part is that it says that Jake posted a meme that joked about blowing up Islamic people and that Jake's boss fired him for it. And so when you're looking at your social media guidelines, what's important to note is that it says right here, a boss can fire you if you express a negative opinion that they don't like, such as a racist or sexist opinion, even if they aren't one of your followers. So keep that in mind when you're saying whether you can be Jake's lawyer and whether he was actually the victim of a crime. For number four, the important parts are that Talia takes a snap of Vanessa with the dog face filter, but unknown to Vanessa, Talia writes, "What a fugly dog," and sends it to a bunch of kids in her school. So when you're looking at your social media guidelines, what's important is right here, the second bullet under cyberbullying says, if you post a picture of someone else in a private place and you attempt to ruin their reputation or take the photo and share it without them knowing, you can be arrested by the police for invasion of privacy. So keep that in mind when you're saying whether or not you can be Vanessa's lawyer and whether or not she was the victim of a crime. For number five, the important parts are that basically what happens is Jack is 13 years old, so that's important to notice, and that he puts a lot of his Instagram photos from his hockey team, and he often tags the location of the arenas where he plays. And so then it's also important to note that Jack sees advertisements for a local sports equipment shop, and Jack's mother claims that it's illegal for Instagram to share the fact that her son plays hockey. However, looking at our social media guidelines, the second bullet under what other people can do is very important. It says that social media companies such as Instagram or Snapchat are allowed to share your photos, personal information, or DMs with anyone, especially with companies that'll pay Instagram or Snapchat. If you're 13 or over, you've already legally given permission for these companies to share your information. So keep that in mind on whether or not you can be Jack's mother's lawyer and whether or not Jack was a victim of a crime. And then the last one, some of the important parts, is that Joey commented on an Instagram picture and said, "Looks stupid like Eric, haha." And so basically what happens is Eric's parents try to file a harassment suit against the kid who said on Instagram, "Looks stupid like Eric, haha." So the important parts of our social media guidelines are the last bullet under cyberbullying, which says if you bully someone online more than once, you can be arrested for harassment and receive school punishments, even if the bullying wasn't done at school. So keep this in mind when you're saying whether or not you can be Eric's lawyer, whether or not he was actually the victim of a crime. And that's it.